We are live. We are live.
Hi! Welcome to the Fortnite podcast!
The Fortnite podcast!
Welcome to Katabasis AfterSkool, a fortnightly podcast.
Yay!
Yes! Let's go!
I'm so excited for today, guys.
Ricky, I saw you hit me. I saw you hit me.
I'm so excited for tonight.
Oh yes, because it's evening time in the classroom today at the Cat Academy.
You guys are being quite loud for it being night, you know.
Sorry.
It's like we're having a night on the town with the lads. Yeah.
We're at the club.
Yes.
Yeah. This is like our version of being at the club right now. We're in the club room, and I'm just so excited. And thank you guys all for coming to the first episode of the podcast today. And supporting us. It's exciting that you guys are here right now.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for making this a reality for us.
Yeah.
Thank you, and thanks for your patience. I know a lot of people were excited about this one.
Yeah. We must introduce ourselves as the individuals hosting the Katabasis AfterSkool, a fortnightly podcast.
Okay.
Well,
we could go in order, like left to right or right to left, whatever we're feeling.
Yeah.
Sure.
I can start then. Hello, everybody. My name is Neppie.
You want to say a bit about yourself, Neppie? Like, a bit about your life. What do you do in life?
I'm a girl. And I'm on the Katabasis AfterSkool, a fortnightly podcast. Next.
Okay.
Hello! It's the great and powerful Chai, the coolest member of KB, and I'm in first year and my shoes have wheels. Nice to see you tonight.
Wow. Oh, well, I unfortunately, my shoes just are normal shoes and they don't have wheels, but I am the class president of my class, and I'm on the fortnightly podcast. So my name is Kikipyonpyon Pyon, and I'm very excited to be here.
I get y'all. I'm Mikan, and I am Katabasis fortnightly podcast class Yaru.
Yippee! So I am in charge of the topic for tonight, and I guess something I wanted to say is like, I was pondering upon the times of me listening to podcasts, and I realized the number one thing for podcasts is like, you're literally just talking to each other. And I know it's hard for us to do that because we're always performing to a beautiful audience of Kata students. But I guess the important thing to make it more casual is like, we're talking to each other. Like, if you're listening to the Chai Tate podcast, he's like basically just talking to himself and talking to all the guys on the podcast, and he's like, he's not really talking to an audience.
Aww.
So
yeah.
Are you guys a fan of that podcast?
I'm a frequent listener.
The Chai Tate podcast.
What do you tend to talk about on the Chai Tate podcast?
Yeah. I talk about women.
Oh,
really?
What's your thoughts?
I talk about how much I like women. I respect them and stuff.
Oh, that's
and like
nice.
how they are valued members of society and.
Refreshing.
Do you have like a woman of the week? Who's your woman of the week?
My woman of the week is Trisha Paytas.
Oh, that's a good pick.
A fellow podcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Trisha
She's
Paytas,
but reincarnation babies, right?
Yeah, she has.
She made that one video. She made that one. Do married with a donkey. Donkey.
Yeah.
Born in Arizona.
She's my woman of the week. She's my woman of the week.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm just going to introduce our topic today. It's basically we're going to be discussing our first experience. Oh wait, okay, let me try to talk like a podcaster because usually the podcasters they have this like thing, and then there's like a little bit of dead air, and then the other people at the podcast table they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good one." So let's practice. So let's say today,
Okay.
I feel like a good topic that we're going to bring up tonight, I think would be great for the people listening in, would be talking about our first experiences as a VTuber and things that we thought were normal when we first started.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh. Wow, Chai, that is a great question, and you must be some kind of genius to be able to conjure up such a brilliant, thought-provoking question. Just give me a second to really truly ponder this. Oh,
You
gee.
sound like we're on a medical podcast right
Yeah.
now.
That's more of like an interview vibe, I feel like. That's kind of like
Oh,
you're being interviewed on a talk show, possibly.
okay.
You need to
Oh.
you need to loosen up a bit. You know, you gotta shake, you gotta wiggle.
Have you guys
okay.
ever seen? Have you guys ever seen like Smiling Friends? You know they talk and they're just like, yeah, bro. Oh yeah, I didn't know, man. Like that. Like I noticed that podcasts, yeah, they just tend to be started by like people who are like niche internet micro celebrities, such as us. But then their ego gets kind of big, and they're like, I know what everybody doesn't want, a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And then they sit and they share their opinions at the table.
Like people care.
Yeah, but that's what you guys should watch Slushy Noobs because I actually watch them. I keep talking about them. You guys are so sick of them. But like I watch them in preparation for this podcast because like how do you podcast? And I watch them and it helped.
Yeah, I feel like we gotta start listening to like some podcasts to be like inspired, possibly.
Watch Slushy Noobs, guys.
I actually
The only
have
podcast-
listened to a few political podcasts, even though I don't know anything about politics. I've listened to my fair share of, what's his name? The like bald guy.
Andrew
Oh, I
Tate?
know.
Not Andrew
No.
Tate. The
There's a couple.
I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking
Joe
about.
Rogan?
Joe Rogan. Yeah, I like him. I like
Alex
him.
Jones. Isn't he bald? Are they all bald? It's like they're all balding.
Wow.
Yeah,
all
they're all
balding.
bald. The
Yeah.
only podcast I've ever listened to is the one with Bobby Lee, like the Bad Friends one. I think that one's kind of funny, but I haven't actually like been a proper podcast head, you know, in my life. Like I don't think I'm a podcast head. If I want to listen to something, I guess this is a really good thing to listen to because while I'm making thumbnails, I don't know why it takes way too long. So I just like to listen to things. And generally I'll just listen to like I'll just try to find something that where just someone's speaking and I'll listen to it. But maybe I should just listen to a podcast. My
That
dad's
is-
a
Yeah, that
podcast
could
head.
work.
That's kind of the
My mom
podcast.
listens to audiobooks.
My mom does too. She's an audiobook head.
Yeah. I've only listened to like entertainer podcasts such as like Tiny Meat Gang or Ear Biscuit.
Those are
So
funny
crazy
names.
names.
Yeah. But I have listened to what do you call it? Hidden Brain, which is a very popular psychology podcast.
Ooh.
I just listened to a podcast recently. Do you guys know the show That's a Raven? That was like really popular in America, but I don't know about you guys. Like,
I've
have you ever
heard
seen
of
That's a
that.
Raven? So the chick who was on the show like got famous, and then she like went on to make a podcast, and she invited the 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 lady who sang with the ukulele. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Oh,
Oh,
Colleen.
Colleen Ballinger?
Yeah, Colleen Ballinger. She invited her on her podcast, and she basically spent an hour gassing up Colleen and being like, the media they just hate you. They just hate you. So that was like the last podcast I listened to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Well,
will be
We're
cooler
gonna
than
have
that.
our first podcast experience, and I'm sure everybody listening will be excited to listen to us grow in our podcast abilities.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's kind of go back a little bit and Chai, do you want to discuss kind of the question and why you thought of it and stuff?
Sure. So basically my question was first experiences as a VTuber. Because I feel like when you first join, I mean at least back then, I feel like there was a lot of like norms and like rules or like hidden rules or expectations that maybe we thought we were supposed to follow or kind of be like for when we were first like starting off, like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this, like or else you won't be like a VTuber or I don't know, stuff like that. So I thought it would be an interesting topic just because this is our first podcast and I always think it's fun to kind of go back to our roots and talk about things. Like I know at the beginning of the fundraiser we all talked about why we became VTubers. So I feel like this would be an interesting topic to kind of like bounce off from that topic. So yeah, and I can start. I actually just thought of one that's quite popular.
Oh.
Sure.
But there's nothing wrong with it, and like it's a very natural part of VTubing. And I'm sure a lot of people thought this in the beginning as well. And it's like it's something that I do, and it's still like something that we probably all do in our own ways. But when I first started as a VTuber, at least as I don't know, like with my design, I thought that like you had to have a high pitched voice. Like that was like a requirement. Unless you were like a dommy mommy. Like I thought that you would have to be like even now, like, you know, I'm obviously have my streamer voice on, but I just thought that like you had to. And it was common. Like I feel like a lot of people back then, you know, I know if you listen to like my debut stream or like my early streams, like I talk a lot higher and like a lot more like cutesy and girly because
I want to hear it.
Yeah, just try.
I don't know. I feel like I would end up sounding like I'm faking it. I don't know. I feel like now I have more of like a
It has to be organic.
Like a rah voice, but before I was more like I don't know. I don't even know how I did it. I gotta go listen.
Maybe you have to have a line. Like say like I went to the store yesterday and I bought some pancakes. Can you say that?
Sure, I can say that. Let me. I'm gonna listen to my debut VOD really quickly, just so I can like hear the voice.
I don't think I can listen to mine.
You should say, "Welcome home, Oni-chan."
What the heck?
That's like what people said that. Remember when it was like a big thing to try to get VTubers like with deeper voices to say ara ara, like, and then that would be a clip. Remember that? Do you guys remember? It was like
yeah, that was always a thing. Or like say ooh woo, say ooh woo.
Yeah,
I hate ooh woo.
Say hi, honey.
it's just like that particular.
Okay, this is how I talk.
Oh, the hi, honey.
Hello. I just said in this stream, I said, hello, prideful one. Welcome in.
Oh,
You sound
Look
like
at the
such
cute
a
photo of
VTuber.
Chai. Yeah. Look at the cute photo of Chai.
Yeah, but I like current chai. I like both chais.
Yeah, it's just natural. Like you just fall into your natural presence and voice. Like I just feel in the beginning, like you don't really know, like you're trying to like figure it out, and then you just fall into it, and then it just becomes very natural to like just
but your
speak
voice
that
still
way.
sounds really high to me. Like it sounds like really like it's not like you have a deep voice or anything like that naturally. It's just like, yeah, I feel like there's a it's less like the tone of it, and it's more like the pitch. It's more like the tone. Like people feel like they need to replicate a very particular tone when they're speaking like that.
Anime dub.
I don't know how to explain it.
Anime dub tone.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's more like that. And I remember feeling that way too, like when I started thinking like, well, that's kind of out, but I always thought, oh, well, that's kind of out the window for me because I'm Australian, so like, it's not like I could ever sound like an anime girl. Like that's what I always thought. Like I would never be able to sound like an anime girl because I was like, I had an accent. which I know is silly, but I always thought that way for some reason because like at least there are British anime girls. American who's an Australian anime girl? Like you don't see that happen. Like I should be in the bush. I shouldn't be animeing. You know.
Get to the bush. I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel
Yeah.
like your accent is very like mild, maybe. It sounds very.
Oh, yeah.
I think you have a very cute natural voice.
Oh, thanks, Neppie Nep. Thanks, Neppie Nep.
That is actually something I wanted to chime in on because the lady who helped me design Chai in the very beginning, old friend of mine, she was British. Okay.
Oh.
She still is actually British, actually.
Still now?
Yes. And we used to call sometimes, like just to hang out or design Chai and such. And I was like saying like you should be a streamer, like you should be a VTuber, like why don't you be a VTuber? I don't understand, like why can't you be a VTuber? And like this was a long time ago, and back then she was like, I can't be a VTuber, I'm British, like I can't be a VTuber. And I like
That's so
took that
sad.
in. I took that in, like I was like oh wait, what? Like she was just like, I can't do like a VTuber voice, like I can't do this, I can't do it because I'm British and I have an accent. And I always thought that was so strange because I was like, wouldn't that make people like you more? But then back then I was just like, oh, but like I don't know, like I just thought like, oh, is that like a thing? Like people won't like you if you're a VTuber with an accent? Like I didn't know. And like so when I was speaking to her, like that stuck with me for a while because I was like, is that a real thing or is she just like crazy?
And it's cool because now in Hololive we have ERB and we also have Bales. So there's Australian and there's British and what other accents are in Hololive now that I think
Maybe
about
like
it?
German.
Oh yeah, German.
Yeah, Kiara, she's Austrian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
There's lots of different ones. Yeah, there's also different there's lots of different accents and stuff that so I think it's not really that way anymore, but definitely like when VTubing first was a thing, like everyone was so fixated on conforming to what they thought a VTuber was, I think, and I think a lot of people really stress themselves out over that, you know, like having to do all of the VTuber things, you need to do everything a particular way, you know, even like feeling like the first stream that you have to do is a debut stream, which I think is a little silly because I made some videos first before I decided to stream, and I really liked that because it taught me that like I actually do like, and I know making videos and streaming is different, but I actually do like the content creation process because some people they'll debut and then they'll be like, I actually hate this. I don't even like VTubing. Like I liked planning.
They just want to be a character, but they don't want to like act like a character.
Yeah, yeah.
That's actually
fun.
Yeah.
With the whole like starting VTubing and then putting on the voice, for me it was very opposite actually, because when I started VTubing, I wasn't expecting anybody to ever see me. I just wanted to stream with a model while drawing art, so I never even like thought of being a proper VTuber, you know. I thought I was just like an artist who made my own model for fun, you know. That's kind of what I saw myself as. So when I started streaming, I sounded very different to how I sound now. Actually, I got compared. Well, I was also a minor, so I probably just changed my voice naturally as well. But I got compared to like a British young boy. That's what people said I sounded like.
Young boy?
Yeah, a young British boy.
A little chap.
That's so funny. You sound really girly now, so I found like that's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder like
it like wasn't something I consciously did. I feel like when I just naturally became more confident with speaking, because before VTubing I hadn't actually spoken for like half a year or so. So when I started
Mhm.
VTubing, it was very unnatural for me to be speaking. So I sound very different now because I've got like confidence in speaking.
Mm.
I feel like I can like project my voice and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's a little different now.
That reminded me
Yeah.
actually of the song that you just posted on your Twitter. I was like literally showing everybody I could that song. It was so crazy how you changed your voice and it sound like I didn't believe my ears. I didn't even think it was you at first. I was like, "There's no way this is not. There's no way this is not." It's so good. If you haven't heard it, go to her YouTube and listen to her. It's like from that one song, or from that
Is
one
it
anime.
Suki Suki Daisuki?
Yeah, yeah. What anime is that from? Isn't that the one with
It's
the
not.
baseball bat kid?
It's not from an anime. It's just a song. It got popular
Mm.
from an animated video.
Oh,
Yeah.
it reminds me of that anime of like the kid with the baseball bat who would hit people in the head. Does anyone know Paranoia Agent? Has anyone watched that?
Yeah, I know
I
Paranoia
No.
Agent.
but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Um, I sounded higher, but that was also because I started VTubing when I was at mine. And
Oh
I
my
had friends who
gosh.
were like, "Don't tell anyone you're a minor because if you do, you'll get run off the internet." And I was like, "Okay, okay, I won't say anything." I didn't do anything NSFW. I didn't interact with anyone NSFW. But I remember like one time I was streaming and some person came into my DMs because we're talking about like first stream experience, like misconceptions. Someone came into my DMs and they were like, "Hi, Mikan, you're so cool. Let's be friends." And then I was just like, "Okay." And I thought that's like what you're supposed to do as a content creator. Like, thought you're supposed to be nice to everybody. And then
Mhm.
they told me that they wanted to end their life, and I was so scared. And I was like,
Oh
"I'm not a
no.
mental health professional. I can't help you." And then they DM'd me a week later, and like like I can't be friends with you because I'm a minor. And I was like, huh? And
Wait.
I wasn't even an NSFW content creator, so I was just like, "Oh, okay, bye."
Sounds like a crazy person. It's so weird that there are some people like who are just like that. That if you don't interact with them in the right way, they're like, "Well, I'm gonna end it all now. Good job. Like it
I
was
don't
all
think
on
he
you."
said it because of me. I think he was just sad and looking for someone to talk to. But I felt
Oh.
bad because I didn't know what to do. And that's the thing with like VTubing is you have so many first time experiences. Like when I learned about marketing, I thought you were supposed to actually respond to those VTuber support chain posts. So I would actually respond to
Oh.
those. And so I went really deep in my Twitter, like 3 years after I started streaming, and I found like the VTuber support chain post, I would respond to be like, "Hi everybody, my name is Rika and I'm a mink." And I was just like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, my god, stop."
I think when I started, like I already, I guess maybe it's different because I had like more of a idea about how some people can be and like the dangers of VTubing and how some people like they'll like for example like when I started I was like I'm gonna have my DMs closed, like I'm not gonna let anyone message
You're
me
so smart for
because
that.
yeah, I'm like I just don't want to open that because I know like because I had the idea, I'm like, you know what, no matter what, I'm gonna make a name for myself and I'm gonna try to at least be like I'm gonna at least have some people watching me. And I just had like a fake it till you make it mentality where I'm like, well, I'm just gonna pretend I'm a big content creator who just doesn't talk to people, and then I can start.
Yeah.
I can if I act like I'm like above that or something, then I'll give off that impression, and then people will see me as uncontactable, and then that will like be better for me in the long run. And I will never regret that decision because I hear about people who get so caught up with that, and it can get really stressful because once you start speaking to people, you can't really stop. You know what I mean? If you get too big and there's too many people, like, what if you've been talking to someone for a few years and you're like, well, sorry, I'm like closing DMs now. I'm not going to talk to
Yeah.
people. And I feel like it may be tricky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always had my DMs open, but I
Mm.
always like I'm really bad at responding. I'm so bad at
Me
responding
too.
that I think people just get the idea that like if they need to contact me, I'll get back to them soon, but I'm not around for like casual conversations, you know.
Yeah, I like a chit chat.
Yeah, oh, that's good. Like, you have them for serious inquiries. Like, that's why now I, like, opened a business email or whatever, because I'm like, if you have a serious inquiry, like, and but I have had people that have just been like, "Hi, Kiki, hi." It's
Yeah.
like, well, I don't know what to say.
I feel kind of like, I don't know if you guys remember, but Yandere Dev used to release like a crap ton of videos talking about why he takes so long to make the Yandere game. And one of his videos was that he got too many emails. And
I
like,
remember that
obviously he's a
one.
dumb guy. But yeah, as a kid, I watched that one. I was like, oh, these people need to stop emailing him. And I used to think like this DM stuff, it was easy cheesy. And I actually restricted my DMs so that I only respond to people that like have serious inquiries or my VTuber friends. But even after I restricted it to that,
Wait, but how do you restrict them to just do that?
you have to go to your Discord settings and then you have to turn it to like friends only, and they have to share server. And I think still, yeah, so friends
Oh,
only
okay,
and
okay.
server. So like if a viewer needs to DM me about like, for example, like they're like, I have a merch thing I would like to discuss with you, I'd have to friend them first to talk to them.
Oh, okay.
And then like at the
Right.
end, if you unfriend them, then they can't talk to you anymore. So like I've restricted my DMs to just that, but I still get so many DMs every day, and it's so bad. And it's like, does anyone else struggle with this? Like, because it's not anybody's fault. Like I'm getting DM'd for all legitimate stuff, and it's like usually girls are like serious things, but like I wake up and have like 13 DMs, just 13, 13.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what do I do? What do I do?
I know exactly what you mean, and I feel that way too. It's really unfortunate because, like, in your head, you're always like, I can do this, but like, I can't even check the channels of my own server, let alone answer DMs. But I actually have gotten a lot better with DMs recently. I found like I always make it a habit because I feel like I was really hurting and offending people. So I was like, okay, I gotta try really hard because I was like creating enemies out there. So, because like some people just like don't get it. I think it might be like an ADHD thing.
I think most people don't get as many DMs as you. Like most viewers,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
if they
you're
DM you, they
popular.
probably get 1 DM a day.
One DM a
Mhm.
day?
They're
No,
probably
not even. Like,
I feel like I rarely get DM'd, but when I do, it's a lot of DMs at once, and then I get overwhelmed.
Mhm.
I can't even reply back to people that I'm paying for commissions. Like, it's so bad. I can't. Like, and it's like a big problem. I made a tweet recently that's like, if you're a VTuber and you reach out to me, please like message me again, because I just haven't been replying. Like, I just haven't been replying to people, and yeah, it's true. I feel like I'm making enemies.
I think it is a really big trend, and it's like if you get it, you get it, and it's so like relieving to know other people get it. But when they don't get it, it's really scary. But I always feel so like reassured when I add someone on Discord and their bio says like DMs are slow, sorry, or like please double ping me if I didn't respond, because I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one with this issue. Like so bad, so much so that someone has to put it in like their actual bio. But like
yes,
when
I did
people
it.
don't
Yes, I
get
did
it,
it too.
I should do that.
I don't know if you guys have this issue too, but like I can only reply to a DM one line at a time, and then I've got to close the DM and I can't look at it again. So if someone's like, hey Kiki, how are you doing? I'll say, oh, I'm good, thanks, how are you? And then I'll close it, and then I won't look at it again until the next day. Like, you'll get in one line from me a day.
I'm like that too.
I get too scared.
I used to be like back when I wasn't a VTuber and I got like maybe 1 to 3 DMs a day from my friends, I couldn't understand the concept of like being left on red. I'd be like, why? Why would you do that? Like, why don't you just tell me you're busy? Like, what's your problem? Like, come on, man. But now I get like I still don't leave people on red. Like, I always leave the DM unread if I can't respond to it, which helps me like keep track of who I've replied to. But like I get it now because also I used to have friends who were like famous VTubers. And they would take a really, really long time to respond to my DMs. And so I was like not mad, but I was under the impression that they didn't like me and like I wasn't worth responding to. And then now I realize like even when Chai DMs me, I have to like go eat something and then come back. And then I have to like I respond to like all my DMs at the end of the day. I'm like, okay, it's DM time. And then I respond to every single person. And it's so like it's just like it feels like it's scary. I don't know. And some
No,
people,
that
yeah, they'll DM like
happens.
40 times. They'll DM like 40 times instead of 1.
That
That's me.
happens.
That's me
I
too.
just was like, oh my gosh. But that happens with you guys too. Like, the other day I was messaging Neppie about something, and then I didn't respond, and then I messaged the server, and then I was like, oh my god, like, what is Neppie gonna think of me? Because like I knew that she DM'd me, and I knew that I hadn't opened it yet, and I knew that I hadn't responded, but I still responded to the server, and that's why I panic. Like, sometimes if you guys see, like, I'll do this thing where like don't talk in like the Katabasis Discord or even my own Discord or even post on Twitter because I get really scared that like someone, like not even you guys, like just someone who's like DM me is gonna be like, huh?
She's
Huh?
alive.
Like
She
I get
hasn't
it too.
responded.
I get that
posted
too.
on Twitter, but she didn't answer my DM. And then I get really scared. So sometimes when I don't post for a long time, like for example, I just didn't tweet for 2 days recently because I had so many like DMs that I need to get back about, and then I was like, I was like, I can't tweet because they're gonna know. But then, yeah, that's just how I
I started being
feel.
honest. I started being honest to people, and I would tell them like when I DM them, I would DM them really late, and I'd be like, "I'm sorry, I had so many DMs. It was very overwhelming. I respond to all of them at the end of the day or the week." And most people get it. Most people get it.
I realize the best thing to do is just be brutally honest with people. Like sometimes I'll just be like, hey, like I don't feel like I really do not feel like speaking right now. I just don't. Sorry. Like I'll talk to you another time, but like I'm not feeling social. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you, but I am not in the mood right now cuz I'm not always in the mood. Sometimes I just want to chillax. Like I don't want to talk to people. I want to chillax,
Yeah,
you know?
The problem is that you have to formulate a response. Like some people will be like for the concert on the 15th, are you free? And we are going to add these assets to your model. And do you have the VTube Studio capacity? And like you have to like go to the thing and check, and then you have to like check your calendar. And then you have to put on your calendar, or like maybe you look at your calendar and there's a conflicting thing. So you have to like write a whole DM about like why you're not available on that day, and maybe you could do another day. And then yes, you can put the assets on your model, and then you like they have inquiries if you're able to collab with another person, and then you're just like, oh, I don't know. I can't think right now. I can't think right now.
Yeah,
Stressful.
it's a lot.
Can I?
Well,
Can I tell you guys? I think it was last year. No, was it last year? When Kiki first DM'd me, it was like one of the first times I had like a conversation with a VTuber. Like I had a few before that, but for some reason with Kiki, I guess it had been a really long time or something. I am not kidding when I tell you I started crying mid conversation because I was so I was so overwhelmed that somebody was talking to me. So I closed the DM. I was like sobbing. I was like I would have to like take a break to get back to her response because I don't know. I think I was just like really like I was really happy, but like anxiety about it, you know, like I'm socializing.
For
Oh my god.
I made Neppie freaking cry. I made her cry, guys.
You're
oh my
terrible.
god.
You're a terrible person.
It was in a good way though, kinda.
Well, I still remember what it was about. Like, I was just like, "Hey, Neppie, I want to read. If you're really cool, you got a rabbit in the background. I have a rabbit. Do you like rabbits?" It's always how I talk to people when I first meet them. Like, guys, look at my rabbit. I have 2 of them. They're married. Like, I always, like, that's what I always do every time, because that's just what I, like, it's my, like, fixation, and I get comfortable. But
Aw.
me like kicking my feet, like, "Hey, Neppie, look at my rabbit." She's sitting bawling her eyes out, like,
Oh my god.
It was a wholesome
Oh.
conversation though.
yeah. Oh my god, that's
So-
funny.
DMing people and stuff like that is definitely a first VTuber norm. Like that whole experience.
Mm.
I have a few other under my belt, but do other people have any?
Wait, I just remembered something about the DMing thing actually. You know, I mentioned earlier when I started VTubing, I was a minor. A VTuber I watched, I would talk in her chat quite a bit. Well, this is when I was VTubing too. I would talk in her chat quite a bit, and then one day I looked at her rules and realized it said 18 plus only, and I freaked out, and I DM'd her. It's my first one of my first DMs. I DM'd her apologizing. I said, "I'm so sorry for breaking one of your rules. I won't speak anymore. Just letting you know I was underage, so I'm very sorry.
Oh!
I will leave you alone." And then she was like, "No, it's okay. You can stay."
Oh! The one
That feels like an
exception.
angel, like sending its hand down from heaven, like, it's okay.
Yeah, that's how it
You can
felt.
stay.
I was really
I-
about that.
I have one like that, except it's really tragic. I've never told anybody ever. But I've always watched Twitch streams and YouTube streams, but I never chatted. Ever. And I didn't know what it was like to be a chatter. I didn't understand, like, chatter etiquette or, like, rules or, like, anything. And I know that sounds, like, stupid, but I guess, like, in the past, I only watched, like, big streamers, so like their chats would just be like chat, and all the chat would just like go.
Yeah.
But when I first started as a VTuber, as Chai, I started to watch like smaller VTubers, like that would have slower chats, but like still quite popular, whatever. So I was watching one VTuber, and she's really popular now. But at the time, she only had maybe around the same viewership that I have now. And I like went in her chat. And I didn't know that like you have to be like, I don't know, like I didn't know that there was like people that would be like watching my messages or something like that. So like in her chat, like I was kind of mean, but like I didn't mean to be mean at all. But she was like introducing this game, and I was really excited for her to like introduce the game. So like I was like pesting. It's really embarrassing. I don't really know the full context, but as soon as it happened, so I said something like pestering her to like maybe like start the game because I was like excited. Or
You
something.
people like that on my chat. That's so annoying.
So I
did something like that once.
And then I got timed out from her chat. And I got so embarrassed because I was like, wait. And then afterwards, I realized like how bad that was, and like I shouldn't have done that. But like I don't know, I thought I was just trying to like fit in with the crew, and I was just like, and then afterwards I was like, wait, that was really weird. Like, why did I do that? And then I always thought like, does she remember that? I mean, like she definitely doesn't even know who I am, but like. She's a very big VTuber now, but I just got so scared that like about that, and I think about that a lot. And
who was it? I have to know who it was so I can laugh at you a little more.
It's really bad. I'm so embarrassed. I feel like an idiot.
Tell me.
It was It was Mari.
Oh no!
Dude,
It was
speaking
so
of Mari
bad.
Mari, speaking of Mari, this isn't a diss on her at all, but one time I went into her chat and I chatted and I didn't know about the concept of having a separate viewer account. So I chatted with my Mikan account and she went, VTuber! VTuber! She saw me and I was like,
Oh, she
and
knew
I
who
got
you were.
yeah, she called me and she went, hi VTuber! And I was like, and I left and I never
That's
came
so
back. 'Cause I got so
exciting.
scared. I got
Wait,
so
you
scared.
also
I
had
literally
a scary Mari chat experience. I know it was wholeheartedly my fault though. Like, but I just feel so stupid thinking back to. I'm like, I don't know why I did that. Like, I don't know why, but it's just because like I never streamed before, and I just thought I was just like hanging out with the guys in the chat. I'm like, yeah, like play the
You were
game
one of
already.
them.
Play the game, and
Wait,
then
let me tell you what I did once because I think it'll make you feel better. I have like this really cringe moment I think back on a lot. There is like no other. This was when I was a VTuber too, so I looked back on it and I was using my VTuber account and I was like mid streaming career and I think about it. And I'm like, ah! Okay, there's only one other Picross VTuber that I know, and his name is Wolfie. And I raided into him or something like that, some bullshit like that. And he's playing Picross, and I was very excited because it was Picross. And so I thought that I could like be like, "Yo, I'm also a Picross guy" by commenting on the game, so that I could be like, "Yo, solidarity!" Like we both know how to play Picross. But what I ended
yeah.
up actually doing was backseating his Picross game, and I'd be like, "You missed
Oh
something in Road 12.
no!
You missed something in Call of Duty." And then
No!
I like think I think about it. I feel really. I'm like grabbing my throat right now. I'm like, stop talking.
Wait, this reminds me of an experience. This reminds me of something.
Okay, say
Okay.
it.
I'm sorry, Wolfie, if you can hear this. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It was okay. I was in this VTuber's chat and she plays retro games, right? And I was just I watch her sometimes. So I was watching her stream and I was so excited because she was playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night, one of my favorite games. I was so excited and I was like, ooh, this is such a fun game. Like, oh, this is so fun. Like, it's the first time I like ever chatted in, like, the only time I'll ever chat in someone's stream is, I think as Kiki, I've chatted like maybe twice. One time it was her, she was playing that, and another time it was someone that was playing Chrono Trigger, and I was like, oh, it's a good game. Anyway, so I was in there, and I was like, oh, like what? You will only understand if you've played this game, but I was just like, oh, like, are you enjoying it? Are you excited for the upside down castle? And that is a secret. And I spoiled the fucking game to her. I spoiled the game. I spoiled a really cool part of the game, and it didn't occur to me. And everyone in her chat was like, "No, Kiki, no, what, no?" And they were all like mad. And she's like,
my
"Oh
God,
no, it's okay. I knew." And I was like, "No, she probably didn't know, and I want to die now." I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
So sad.
I never
We all
spoke
have awkward
again.
experiences. It's okay. It's okay. We all effed up every now and then.
Yeah.
I remember the first ever time I spoke in a live stream chat, which was like maybe 7 years ago now or something.
Mm.
And I was so annoying. I don't know how they didn't like ban me instantly. I kept calling I kept calling the live streamer senpai, and I spelled it wrong every
No!
single time as well.
With the M, did you spell it with an M?
I spelled it as SENPIE.
Oh, okay.
Senpai. Oh my god.
Was it on
that's so-
purpose? Was it on purpose?
I don't remember.
I feel like it was because I remember people used to say senpai with an M for some reason.
Aw.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Neppie was just being a silly kid. I totally get what Chai was saying before though. Like, I have always been someone to just watch streams. I have like before I became a VTuber, I just did not. I never. So I have some people sometimes they reach out and they're like, on my marshmallow, they're like, Kiki, I have never I don't know if you can believe it, but I've never spoken in your chat before. But I really like, and I'm like, trust me, I believe you because I've like gone years enjoying content creators, and I just have never commented. I've never like it feels scary. So if you're someone listening to the podcast right now, like, and you're not usually someone to comment or say anything, maybe try have a little, like, maybe give it a go, like, just today, like, maybe comment, give it a go.
Comment hi.
Yeah, comment hi.
Hi.
And your favorite emoji or something. Let us know. My favorite emoji is the rabbit emoji where it's on the side and it looks like it's standing up. If anyone
I always
cares.
think it's so cool when chatters will be like, hey, like, I've been watching for months now. I'm like, I'm such a big fan, but I thought I would just subscribe now, or like, I thought I would just say hey. And I'm always like, what? Because it's so, you think so narrow-mindedly because you just think about like the people who do chat, but then you forget that there's like people who do watch you all the time and are like probably huge fans, but you just don't even freaking know. So I always want to make sure
know
that I
about
know.
them.
Yeah.
Every once in a
Lucas.
while, like, you guys ever get like a subscription gift, like 5 subs gifted from viewer who you haven't like had a chat from in months, and you assumed that they were gone, but in reality they just don't chat.
Yes.
And it's kind of like I get it though, because like for some reason when I watch HoloLive VTubers, I don't chat because I feel like scared. The bigger the VTuber is, the less I want to chat.
Yeah, I get that. And
I feel like it's like I don't want them to think like, oh, you're just chatting because you're a VTuber and you're trying to mooch. So I'm really pretty quiet when I'm in like super big VTubers chat.
Oh yeah, for
sure. Because I hate, like, I don't like chatting and then people being like, huh, Kiki, hi, it's Kiki. I'm like, for example, I've been watching, sometimes I watch Mikan's streams because she streams at, like, a convenient time for me. Sometimes, like, when I'm not streaming. I think Neppie streams in the evening for me generally, and Chai, you sometimes stream when I'm streaming. So we cross over a little bit. And then Mikan's kind of in the middle where it's like in my afternoons. So like I'll be watching Mikan streams and sometimes I'll say something, but most of the time I won't because I don't want people, because I get nervous and people are like, oh, Kiki, and then Mikan, you're like, oh, it's Kiki. I'm like, no, just let me talk. Like,
you're my friend. We're literally in the VTuber group.
I know, but like, I just want to be talking as a second Nakama.
It's so funny though, because like when another VTuber is in your chat, like for example, I'm just gonna name like a random one, like Lulu Lasso. If she popped up in my chat, I'd be like, oh my gosh, hi Lulu, and my chatters would probably be like, oh my gosh, it's Lulu Lasso, and I'd be like, yay, yippee! But if I went into her chat and she called me out, and then her viewers called me out, I'd be like, oh god. Oh god.
I hope I don't do that, because here's the thing. That's another thing that I really struggle with, because back in the day, when people used to come in my chat or raid me, and I think this kind of how goes hand in hand with like the VTuber experiences that you thought were normal or like you thought you had to do. Whenever someone raids me, I always feel like I need to be like, oh, thank you so much, and I really appreciate you, and I just hope that you're doing well, and God bless you, and thank you to your family, and thank you, and hey guys, are you following her? Please follow her. Like, you have to follow her. She's like amazing, and she's like my friend, and I just love her, and I hope that you have a great day. And you know what? You need to remember to drink water. And what did you do on stream? Oh, how was Minecraft? What did you do in Minecraft? Oh, what's your like community called? Oh, hello everybody from your community. Oh, blah blah. And like I always feel like I'm supposed to do that, but then I realize more and more lately that like that's actually maybe not what they want, and like I try to like back up on that a bit now. Like more, I just say like, thank you so much for the raid, like Teddy Bear Girl. I really appreciate it. Like everyone, go check out Teddy Bear Girl if you know Teddy Bear Girl. She's so nice, and I hope you had a great stream. And I kind of leave it at that.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at this because every single time somebody raids me, I feel like I will pretend I have no idea who they are. Because if I if I do know who they are and they think I know who they are, then they might expect me to say more, or like
Yeah.
be like, oh my gosh, I
Mhm.
love you. Let's
Yeah,
be
that's
I
what
don't
I
want
always
to
get
feel
so nervous
unappreciated.
about.
I
It's so twisted between the two because I'm like, do I over appreciate, which I do appreciate, and I love them so much, but like, do they think I'm cringe for doing that or like getting too excited? You know what I mean? Like, do they think I'm weird? Like, do I need to act more like professional about it?
I'm
Yeah.
We're doing all this overthinking, and then you raid into a big ass VTuber, and then they just go, "Oh, thanks for the raid, Michael, Michael Monkey." Okay, yeah. Anyways, back to
And
the
then you
game.
go, yes, yay! They noticed me.
Literally.
It's so funny. Yeah, because I sometimes I've had VTubers that raid me, and I'm like, you, like I want to just say, you don't hate me. I thought you hated me. Like I thought that you hated my guts, and here you are. Like sometimes, like I'll get like a follow from like I don't know why default. I always assume that VTubers hate me. I don't know why. It's been like that the whole time I've been streaming. No, you know what? I was so scared. Going back to messaging Neppie for the first, I was so scared. I'm like, I feel so bad to subject Neppie to this. What if she hates me and she doesn't want to tell me because she's so sweet and she's like actually like she doesn't want to say anything about it because and I felt the same way with all of you girls I'm talking to. I don't know why I'm like I feel so bad for subjecting this to this uncomfortable situation where they probably can't even tell me that they hate me, and then when like VTubers raid me, I'm just like, what? You made the decision to do that? Were you held at gunpoint? Did someone in your chat force you? Like, how did that happen? I get
Kiki is
like
literally
shocked.
the guy that's like, "Do you hate me? Do you hate me?" Like 5 years into marriage, "Do you hate me? Do you think I'm your friend?" Five, we're like holding hands and kissing. She would do that. She'd be like, "Champy, do you hate me? Do you hate me?"
I would, yeah. I get a little nervous, It just means I care. It just means I care. The Fortnite. What's a good Fortnite podcast length, guys? Let us know.
Yeah,
Sorry,
let
Neppie.
us know the
True, because I listen to
time.
some podcasts that are like 40 minutes long. Like usually the ones I
Yeah.
listen to are about 40 minutes long.
It's
So that
been
actually makes sense.
54 minutes, 14 seconds, 15 seconds.
Oh shit.
Oh wow,
Okay.
time flies when you're
Let's do
having a
one
fun time
more.
with the
Let's do one
ladies.
more example.
Okay, let's
then.
do one more.
Mm.
A really good one. A really good one. Like
Okay, I'm thinking.
untouched territory.
Who's got the best idea in town?
I've got no ideas.
Hmm.
Boom, 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 boom.
I mean, I have one, but I don't
Tell
think
us.
that it's untouched territory.
Just say, Miss Pooh. Just say.
When I
and
first started as a VTuber, my two best
Mm.
friends, who are still my friends, but they don't really VTube anymore, were two girls named Anya and Gia. And they were LootTubers. Like they did lewd ASMR, and they would like post their boobies and all this stuff like that, and they were like, ooh la la la. But they were my friends, and they were super nice to me, and they were really fun, and I think about them all the time because they were one of my first friends in this space. But I was not a LootTuber when I first started, and I thought just because of like the nature of like maybe the side of VTubing I was in, or like in general, that like if I wanted to like grow as a VTuber or do well as a VTuber, I needed to be a LootTuber because Anya, G, and I all started together, kind of, and like they got like within like the first 2 months of streaming, they got Twitch partner, and then like I think Anya already has close to 100,000 followers on like Twitter, and then like Gia as well, and like I kind of watched them like skyrocket away from me, like in followers and like in viewers and like partner and like everything, and like all their posts would get like 1K likes and stuff like that. It was a different time back then because I mean, it wasn't in a way, but like back then, like that, like getting 100,000 followers is like a really big lot. But like, so I always thought that I would have to eventually like be a YouTuber to grow.
Right.
And I think some other people do realize that and turn to that because, you know,
Yeah, I've seen that a lot recently, actually. Like,
Me too.
a lot of people suddenly doing that kind of content, and I was like, oh, I had no idea they were like that, but it's all very sudden. A lot more
yeah,
people
right?
doing
It just happens. It happens.
It's like, I will say my idea of it, and this is not looking down on anyone that chooses to do that, you know, and a lot of people that do, they're just freaky, you know, they're not doing it just for numbers, obviously, but I do think that it's yes, it can be fast growth, but these people are only following you because they are interested in you sexually. They're not interested in your personality. I feel like I would much rather people be following me because, or watching me because they like me and my personality more than like what I could provide for them in that kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, not that it's, I mean, I would feel kind of flattered if it was the other way, obviously, like it would feel nice, but I just feel like for me personally, like that's in the long run. And also think about it like this, like in the long run, if you want to be an idol or stuff, like once that stuff is out there, like, and it's associated with your name, you can't really do anything else. You know what I mean? Like you're kind of,
There's
you
never
could,
going back from
but
this.
My favorite saying is come for the feet, stay for the personality.
yeah.
I think I'm like borderline YouTuber, and I'm okay with that. Like back then, I wouldn't have been okay with it because I didn't want to do that kind of stuff, and I would have only done it because I was like, I'm gonna grow this way because of my two friends back then. But nowadays, I'm like, I don't really care. I have fun, and
She gets a bit
Yeah.
raunchy, a bit racy for fun.
I get a little raunchy. A little bit
Yeah,
I have
racy for the
something.
hell of
I have
it.
something funny to say that's actually related to this, and I promise I won't say anything else. I'll say it really quickly. But when I first started
What?
VTubing, I didn't want to be sexualized because I was underage, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well the best way to be, because I was not desired in my years of school because I didn't have bazongas, so I was like, oh yeah. So I made my model as flat as possible, like as flat as possible, and I was like, this way, nobody will think I'm sexy. I didn't know.
You didn't know
Yeah,
about
it's
that
like
stuff.
well, that was another
I
thing
like
too, for sure.
VTubers,
Like,
but the fandom
yeah.
was like not. The fandom was new to me. The fandom was new to me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tricky.
I feel like
Yes, Neppie.
with that kind of stuff, I don't think I've ever even considered it because I'm very, very stubborn. I'm a very stubborn person. If I have like strong morals against it, I will never even change my mind, you know. And I'm like, so like, I gotta keep myself protected until I get married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. And in my head, I know this is really weird because a lot of people may think like, oh, like what but there's like lots of champions. How does that even make any sense in life? You know, they may think that, but for me it's like, well, if I was to do stuff like that, then technically I'm just like, I'm not really being loyal to my champions, really, because it would probably be people that don't even give a care about me sometimes, and
it would be visible to everybody on the internet because of like the nature of it.
Bring him on.
Yeah, it is for it's just not for me, but I don't like, for example, I actually got an ASMR mic. I got it in the mail yesterday. Very excited, and I'm planning to do some ASMR streams. Not the ASMR is sexual, but it can definitely be depending on the way that you do it. And I'm thinking I'm gonna be so sneaky. I'm gonna like bait people, and then I'm gonna be like, Oh, I'm a rabbit. Like I'm gonna really tie myself into it so that people like interested in me. So they'll come for that. Like as what Chai said, come for stay for the personality. You know, you'll come for that ASMR stuff, but you'll stay because like you think you're so awesome
You
sauce.
could do
Like,
rabbit
you know.
ASMR. That's
That's what I
definitely
plan to do.
Yeah, I watched actually some of the first ASMR videos I watched was a woman who pet her dog with the camera on her dog, and then she would talk about dog pets.
Oh,
And I slept to that
That's
like
so
every night for like a month.
cute.
Yeah, it's literally just
oh,
dog packed ASMR. It was so nice.
cute. I like that.
But yeah,
Yeah, but I think like
I really respect people who do it though, and I don't.
Yeah,
I
me
think it's very
too.
valid, a valid
I
form of
love
content
them.
creation. You know, I hope it doesn't come
Yeah,
off
no
any other
disrespect.
way, just because it's like
Yeah,
not
I
for us. You know.
I was gonna say, like, at the end of the day, I think the most important, like, lesson that you can learn is, like, starting off of a VTuber and thinking, like, things are, like, what the norm is, and then finding out. The truth is, the real lesson, like, that could be summarized in a whole is, like, just do whatever the heck you want. Like, do whatever you want. There's no rules. There's no... Like, you just do what you want. As long as you're not bringing other people down and hating on other people for doing what they want to do and what they like doing, and you just stay in your lane, then, like, do what you want. Do whatever you want. It's all up to you. It's about being creative and having fun. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
If it's
At the end of the day, exactly. And at the end of the day, you gotta realize it's the same as any other content creation type. You just have a VTuber model. So if anything, it's I think it should be encouraged to not be boxed in by that. Do things that are outside of the norm. Like, you know, like why not? Like do whatever you want, basically.
Yeah. If anything, that's like I feel like that would be intriguing, you know, to see like a VTuber doing something new. That's like what people want to see.
Well, we're pretty humble, don't you think, guys? And
Well, that was a good
think that we had a
topic.
good time. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fun.
I couldn't. Yeah, I could go on and on. Like, I'm sure there's tons of things we could talk about. So I'm excited for the next podcast, so we can bring something else up and tell some good stories and talk about stuff.
Oh, yeah. Actually, about this, if you wanna to ask us specific questions that we bring up on this podcast, the Katabasis AfterSkool, a fortnightly podcast, in 2 weeks' time from today, we will be looking at our marshmallows.
Oh, I think we should make one for Katabasis. I can make a Katabasis marshmallow account, and we can link it in the description, so it can all be in one place. If anyone's got any questions. Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Well, we can pop it in the sneaky description.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it down in the description.
And if you guys have any topics that you want to suggest, like let us know in the comments. You know, let us know.
Yeah,
hit that subscribe button.
It doesn't even have to be VTubing related. Like, we kind of just started off with that because it was like, oh, that'd be interesting, but it could be anything.
Yeah, like food or like sleeping or driving, anything.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, thank you everybody for tuning in. And we will see you next time.
See you next time.
See you next
Bye.
AfterSkool.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.